After several attempts to repair the pump, another solution had to be adopted. We agreed that Egars and Ivys would continue the journey to Budapest, which was 2 hours away, to find a new pump. Maris went some distance in the opposite direction to get something to eat and drink, as it was gradually getting warmer at 26 degrees on the side of the highway. I stayed with my bike to try to fix it again and again. I was absolutely sure that it would work until I really lost hope. Because moisture had been living in the pump for some time, which had slowly tried to make friendship with the metal mechanism. Seeing me alone leaning against the highway railing, other passing motorcyclists also noticed. One by one, they stopped to offer some help, but they didn't manage to do anything more than moral support, until I was stopped by a company of Czechs who were going for a ride in the mountains. Without any further questions, they started with a toolkit to save me from the situation. They didn't succeed either, but knowing the Slovak language, they found the nearest service station and called a trailer that would transport my 950 to the service station. I left all my extra belongings at the service, and without much thought I got on Mari's horse to get to Budapest, where we had booked the next night's accommodation and, of course, the concert. It was 50 kilometers from the service to Budapest, or an hour's drive. My butt wouldn't be able to withstand anymore.
Mocīts ir atstāts KTM servisā. Tagad jāpaspēj uz koncertu. Kā turās! Visi štokos! Štokos! Halo! Mēs brauc kaut kur, vēl 5 kilometri. 20 minūtes rāda. Davai, čau. Jā. Davai. Balodīši ierodā. Jā. Līdz galam cauri.
We have finally arrived at our planned destination, in Budapest, everyone together at the Pearl Jam concert. We can really say that I'm still alive because the concert is excellent and the mood is perfect. Our quick ability to solve problems has been justified. Now we have to go to rest because the day has been very intense. We wake up with the hope that the pump will already be found in the service, but the phone is silent. It is already 12 o'clock and I decide to find out for myself what is happening with my bike. The news is not encouraging because in the service says that the pump has already been ordered and will be available only after 3 days. Then, without hesitation, we go to another KTM service in Budapest. The employee gets involved with great enthusiasm and unscrews the pump from his own bike, which turns out to be the exact same bike as mine. We agreed that the pump I ordered would be delivered to him. Then we happily go back to the previous service. I have to sit there for a couple of hours because the mechanic has left and I can't get to my bike. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon when my bike is finally ready for the road. The journey will be long and tiring, as the whole day has been delayed and there are still 500 kilometers to go.
Aicīt, nakts ir klāt.
Jā, pirmais nakts brauciens. Ķersim modus.
Cik pulkstens ir?
Grūti to pateikt. Man liekas kaut kāda 9. Jā, bez 5-9.
9, mums vēl 230 km.
Jā, tuvojamies Rumānijai. Beidzot būsim Rumānijā.
Ap 1 naktī būsim galā varbūt.
Jā. Cerēsim, ka dabūsim auto.
Accompanied by the bright moonlight, we are approaching Romania and have finally reached the border point. While in Poland, I realized that I had forgotten my driver's license. Hopefully, they won't ask. The border control likes our bikes and lets us into Romania without any extra checks.
Kādas sajūtas?
Ir ok. Aizies gulēt 2, tāpat būs 6 augšā.
Cik vispār pulkstens?
12, vilkačs 5.
Kādas sajūtas?
Neko. Bailīgi.
Bailīgs. Pārmīzes jēga.
Jauna valsts. Pilnmēnesis. Mēs vēl esam ļoti tālu no mājām.
Kādas sajūtas, Erika? Normāli, var braukt vēl. Vēl skats sotaks, cik ir. Jānolaiž un tad jau būs uz čučmuīšu prom. Bet ir Rumānija.
Pirmo reizi Rumānijā. Pirmais no puišiem var iegāt tankā. Stolē.
Kā bija?
Bija labi. Bet,
Daudz iznāca?
Neiznāca parunāties. Stantei teica stolēt, viņi pamāja galvu.
On the road, you have to concentrate in a heightened mode because the sharp curves and the culture of drivers are drastically different from what we have experienced before. Nobody drives 50 in a populated area. We also have to adapt, and when we drive at 70 kilometers per hour, someone is constantly tailgating us. Even in a bend, a trailer that has chosen 2 passenger cars as cargo has overtaken us. The road at night really makes you tense up because we also see a deer on the side of the road.
Esam Rumānijā. Ir 2 naktī. Un bija diezgan baisi braukt. Bet esam galamērķī.
The morning began with a pleasant, beautiful sight that we could not see in the darkness of the night. We call our loved ones to tease a little with what our eyes are currently feasting on. We're looking forward to hitting some more remote off-road to enjoy the true capabilities of our bike and get some adrenaline going. Avis decides to check the riverbed a bit. Looking at the weather forecast in Latvia for Romania, it was quite scary. The constant radio said that it would be up to plus 42 degrees during our trip. But what was promised is drastically different from reality. Here they are around plus 30, which is good because there were concerns about overheating.
Man neīpaši. Necepī? Man līdz pociem man labāk patīk aizbraukt. Man ziema patīk labāk. Davai, te laižam mājās?
The Transalpina is a 148-kilometer national road and is one of the highest roads in the Carpathian Mountains, with the highest point reaching more than 2,000 meters.
Atstāsim.
We continue along the winding road. To reach the top, would see the wonders this land has to offer and smell the air 2 kilometers up. The temperature in a mountainous area changes very rapidly. One moment they are plus 30 and the next 19.
Came to nothing. This longing is love. Your tender mercies, your word enough, word enough. What is it it's taken us so long to learn? The world is coming down around us while we wait our turn. Now we're running out of road and hope will have you go. They'll try to warn you. It's a cruel world. Cruel world. They'll mislead and misinform you. Don't you turn. Don't you turn. What is it it's taken us so long to learn? The world is falling down around us while we wait our turn. Now we're running out of road and hope will.
The day is coming to an end rather quickly, so it is necessary to go find a shop to get food for dinner, because today it is planned to spend the night in a tent at the very top of the mountains.
Pirmā kempinga vieta atrasta. Nokempojušies šeit. Teltiņa. Tas muguras kalni. Es kaut ko cenšos iemūžināt. Uber. No rīta pamodīsies un būs super. Sestā diena.
Šis ir labi redzēt zvaigznes.
Word enough. Septītās dienas rīts. Smuki sēž kalniņos. Guļ. Jādodas tālāk.
The night in the mountains was full of emotions. It was windy outside and the temperature dropped to plus 6 degrees. The body vibrated. At first it seemed that it was from the cold, but over time I realized that the body is warm and this vibration is probably from the great impressions of the trip, which arose from the experiences on the way. Maris even sneaked out of the tent in the middle of the night to exercise, unable to understand what was happening to him. The goal of the day is to drive the famous Transfagarasan mountain road, which crosses the southern part of the Romanian Carpathians. It is the second highest asphalted road after Transalpina. The road stretches for 90 kilometers and was built in the early 70s as a strategic military route connecting the historical regions of Transylvania and Wallachia. Approaching Transfagarasan, suddenly a strange alarm sounds on the walkie-talkies because they are connected to the phone. We stop in confusion and a warning message appears on the phone screens. For a moment, it seems that it is related to the war because the Ukrainian border is a few hundred kilometers away. Later, we understand that the warning is about bears, which tend to come out on the road here. Passengers are warned not to get out of the vehicle and not to feed them, but since we are not in the vehicle but on it, you can imagine the feelings for yourself. Also, here are the above-mentioned little paws waiting to be given a treat. We saw a total of 6 bears on this road. We end this day early because the very next day we have to go to Transylvania to visit Dracula in order to possibly gain supernatural power and immortality. The trip is also planned along off-road motorcycle trails, Trans-Euro Trail Romania. How we did, see in the next episode.